Hey everyone, it's Kayla and Camille. Thanks for joining us again on Twin Tuesdays. So this week joining us will be Home Inspector Mark Brown with Van Camry Home Inspections. He'll tell us a little bit about his company, and then we'll do a quick walkthrough of a home just so he can give you guys some general tips on what to look for and to expect during a home inspection. Hey Mark.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Good, very good, very good. So my origin story is I've been doing this for about 10, almost 11 months now. The first 6 months, I worked with a very small multi-home inspector firm until I could find out that, or realize that I could do it on my own. So I started Van Camry Home Inspections, and we're ready to assist any of the clients or realtors here in the Atlanta area.
Awesome. All right, so join us as we go through this home, and Mark shows us the key areas to look for as you're touring properties.
So when you're looking at fireplaces, and it's extremely important since we're coming up into the fall season, one of the basic things you just want to look for is just damage to the fireplace. You're just looking just to make sure that you can see that the back walls are good and it's not cracked. The big other thing you want to see is really what type of furnace that you have. And this looks like a gas furnace, even though they have a real log in there. And the most important thing, really, in a tutorial type mention of the fireplace is just making sure your damper works. And I don't know if you can get underneath here, but there should be a lever of some sort on your fireplace that allows you to open up the damper so that when you do start the fireplace, all of the smoke will exit out of the home. All right, so when I do inspections, probably like a lot of most other inspectors, I just try to start from the top all the way down. And the easiest way to remember is ceiling, walls, and floor. So I just check the ceiling just to make sure that there's no stains, water stains that it could look like or interpret previous water intrusions from the roof or any issues on the roof. Then I come down to the wall just to make sure there's no, major dents. Now, if you look over here at this wall here, like I wouldn't put this on the report because it's cosmetic. There is no damage here. I'm looking at the walls. I'll make sure I check every outlet just to make sure that there's power coming from each and every outlet. And as long as that's good, then really we have a good setup here in the bedroom. Next, I would come to the windows, and ideally I would go ahead and open up all the windows just to make sure that they work properly. I'm looking at the seals just to make sure that there's no seal damage that will have to be brought to the attention of the seller. And of course, I'm just making sure that the electronics in the room, like the fans, the lights, everything like that work. Same concept in the bathroom. Again, I start with the ceiling just to make sure that there's no evidence of any type of water intrusion. I look at vents and electrical fixtures. In this particular bathroom, I would make mention of this fixture because there's a little bit of a gap here at the ceiling to the fixture setup. I come down to the walls. Again, I'm looking at all the electrical fixtures. You see there's several light bulbs that probably need to be replaced. And if I was doing a full inspection, we would try to figure out if it's a light bulb issue or if it's actually the actual lamp itself. I would note that there was a missing towel rack and a little bit of damage on the wall. Then I would come down and just look at all of your appliances. So if you look at the sink, there's a little bit of a gap with the faucet where the countertop meets. Again, that's something that I would write down. I would come down below and look and see if there was a knob missing. And I know these seem trivial, but again, everything is important for us to be able to at least let the buyer know what they're getting into when they purchase a home. The second thing I would do is the outlets over here. So if you come through, and what you'll notice is every outlet in a bathroom, kitchen, and even in the garage needs to have what they call a GCI protector. And these don't have it if you want to swing by here real quick. And anywhere there's water or any outlets near water, you have to have one of those GCI protectors there. So when water gets near an electrical appliance, that it actually turns off and shuts off so no one is hurt. So that would be an option. So without a GCI protected outlet, I would definitely write that up as a concern. In addition, I would come through and make sure all of the faucets work. So I would run the water in the shower, in the bath, and in the sink, as well as flush the toilet all at the same time, just to make sure that there are no water pressure issues. Really, the gist of it is when I'm looking for in the bathroom is just making sure that all the appliances work, the water is where you need to be when it comes out of the faucets, the toilet, and the shower. Make sure your toilet is stable and that there's no evidence of any type of water leaks or active water leaks while we're running the water. So now we're in the basement of the home, and as you can tell, it is a finished basement. It actually looks quite good. So again, same concept as the rest of the house. When I'm looking through, I start with the ceiling, and obviously we're missing some panels here in the ceiling. I go through the walls and I'm checking doors just to make sure that there's no issues with the seal or any weather stripping. Ideally, I would open the door as well just to make sure that there are no issues with it closing properly and locking properly. We would go and we would check the outlets of each of the room, each of the outlets here in the room. And then we just move on to the other areas of the finished basement. Now, typically, depending on how the tiles, the ceiling tiles are, I typically will pop open a couple just to look at the piping underneath. But as I'm looking here, I don't even see it on this side, so it's in different areas of the house. But that would be the general gist of what I would be looking for when I'm looking at the finished basement.
Hey guys, we finished the inside of the house tour. Now we want to go outside and show you what areas are just as important to check, such as the HVAC and other exterior items to pay attention to.
All right, so we're at the outside of the house, and when I do inspections, it's really the first place that I start. So first and foremost, or just really a fun fact, 90% of a home's issue is going to deal with water in some shape or form. 5% is going to deal with the foundation issues, and the last 5% is going to deal with whatever is else out there that helps or that doesn't help the home. So the first thing we want to do, we want to check the roof. And really all we're doing is visual inspections. I typically use a drone to be able to get to areas where you can't get to with a ladder, or if it's too steep, and those slopes are very steep there. So basically just looking for any discoloration, missing shingles, anything that doesn't look right when it comes to a roof. And you don't have to be a home inspector to be able to identify those things. The next you want to do is you want to come down, you want to start looking at the gutters, just to make sure that the gutters, first of all, are there. They're in great shape, and that they're doing the job that they need to be doing. So those gutters definitely lead down to the downspouts. And you just want to make sure that the downspouts are stable, not damaged, and anything that you would see that's an issue, obviously you just call it out as a home inspector. As you continue to come down, you're looking at the exterior. Now on this home, the exterior is it's in pretty good shape. Now one of the areas I will say that I would put on my report, and you see that the part of the decor, this little rock or granite decor is coming off, and again, just something I would mention in my report. As we turn around here, this wall has this home has a retainer wall, and again, it looks like it's in need of some TLC. So these are the things that I would point out as just something to look for. Now the good thing is it's not leaning. It just looks like they need to replace a handful of those wood logs to stabilize that wall over there. As again, I'm looking at the windows as well, and you can tell here, again, that is something I would put on my report, just the loose screen. And as we come around, one of the other things that I noticed, they had damage in their soffit area. And those soffits are what helps keep the attic ventilated. So here we're going to take a look at the HVAC unit. And one of the things that I look for first and foremost is just looking at the unit and making sure that one, that it's level. Two, and you can tell this one is a little bit off kilter. I don't know if it's been hit, and you can tell from the damage probably on the side that it probably has been hit. The other thing that I'm looking for is, if you can get a little closer here, is the insulation. Just making sure that the insulation, that there's no issues. So I would point that out.
as missing some insulation, and then having a qualified HVAC tech to come out. The other thing that we try to do for our clients is make sure we identify the brand of the HVAC unit, which is a Goodman here, and then also to identify how old the unit is, so we can give the buyer an idea of what they're working with, how quickly or how soon or how long they can go without having to worry about replacing the unit.
All right, thanks for joining us on the tour, everyone. We just wanted to follow up with Mark and for a last minute remarks. If you have anything.
Yeah, I'll just say, I think it's just very important for all buyers to make sure that they have a home inspection scheduled. I just think I've heard some trends saying that people are skipping home inspections. I just don't think it's a good idea. So again, my name is Mark Brown. If you're looking for any home inspection services, my website is vancamerahi.com. My phone number is 470-897-6777. And here at Van Camry Home Inspections, I believe a safe home is a smart investment.
Awesome. All right. Some words of encouragement for the week. Self-knowledge is the beginning of self-improvement. Until next time, follow us, like us, and subscribe on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. T.W.I.R.E, Twins Winning in Real Estate. Thanks for joining us.